or too sensitive or too dramatic. That's not who you are. That's not a personality trait. That may be how you're feeling right now. You may feel that something is off, but you don't know what is off. But this is your body talking to you. This is your central nervous system talking to you. What happens is we have a dysregulated nervous system for a long time, and we're running on empty. And we know if our phone is running on close to empty, we always put it on a charger. We're not waiting for it to, for the battery to go to zero. We know even 1% we're like running to charge it. But when it comes to us, we keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So I'll be looking at my notes here. So if you're waking up tired, no matter how much sleep you're getting, if you feel like you're overreacting at small things and then you feel guilty, you're snapping at your loved ones and you don't know why, you push through every day even though you feel like you're running on empty, you're like, I just got to get up, I just got to get this done, and you get things done for other people but never for yourself, that's a huge sign. If you feel like you either working, or you're frozen and you're scrolling on the phone, not doing anything, all of these things are signals from your nervous system. They're not flaws, they're flags. They're your nervous system, your body talking to you, asking for help. Because we have to actively regulate our nervous system when we're not in a life-threatening emergency. We're designed in a perfect way. Your nervous system is trying to protect you. But what happens is somewhere along the way, you've learned these this dysregulation, this survival mode. Maybe you felt that it's you against the world. Maybe you never felt safe in your with your caregivers at home or in school where you spend majority of your time. And if your body's feeling dysregulated, it is never going to thrive. It is never going to plan for the future. If there's a life-threatening emergency, right? Like there's your body thinks that it's still living in that environment. It's not going to let you plan for the future. It's not going to let you plan for the meal. This is also that whole joke about not being able to make a decision on what you're going to eat or what you're going to wear even. Or you're like, which, bag should I buy, the blue one or the red one? All of these seem like personal matters. Like people think that that's, oh, I just don't know how to make decisions. I'm indecisive. What's wrong with me? It's not you. It's your nervous system. All of this is your nervous system. This is why I'm showing up every day here, almost every day, live, to talk to you about these things. I work with women who are exhausted, who feel like they're snapping at their loved ones. This is what I teach. I've seen this. I've experienced this on my own. When your nervous system is dysregulated, it will never let you create the future that you want. You may be consciously screaming, I want to be happier. I want to feel happy. I want to be in a different environment. I want to change things in my life. I know there's more to life than this. But if you don't work with your nervous system, it will never let you get to that future. Not because it's wanting to sabotage you, but because it's actually trying to protect you. See, everything known for your nervous system is safe. Anything unknown is perceived as unsafe. So anything that's safe, that's where it's keeping you. And this may not be the environment you want anymore. You might have grown up in an environment where it wasn't pleasant to be in that family. Maybe people were arguing. Maybe you never were allowed to express your emotions. Maybe you just didn't feel safe in your environment. Maybe you felt shamed all the time. That's still what's known to your central nervous system. So you may be consciously screaming, I want to feel happier. I want to feel different. I want to live a different life. But your nervous system is like, wait, baby, this is what's safe. And it's keeping you there. This is why you have to work with your nervous system to make sure that expands what it feels is safe. This is why you want to work slowly, step by step with it. And you don't want to just hustle through. That's the whole point, is we have to connect with our bodies. We have to learn to feel our body and to listen to our body. So when you're feeling like you're too hormonal, too emotional, too dramatic, what is going on? What is your nervous system feeling? If you grew up in a chaos, that's your normal. That's what your nervous system is craving for, because it's what's known. Even though consciously you're like, I don't want chaos, I don't want drama. Like when I lived this, my nervous system was stuck in like 2 decades in fight or flight. And I remember saying, I don't want drama, but I was always drawn to drama. Now I understand. So what happens is your nervous system brings you to people and circumstances that create that chaos so they can feel in the known. All right, so how do you do this? Well, you have to work with your nervous system. You have to regulate it. This is why I come here and I teach these different small techniques that you can use on a daily basis to connect with your body. I always start with a basic one of putting your hands on the heart and just saying, I am safe. It's as simple as that. So when you're in a hustle culture, when you're in fight or flight, you're going to feel that some of these techniques are like too easy. Like it has to be harder than that. There has to be more steps. That I have to do more. No, we've been doing, but we're beings, not doing. So let's learn how to just be. Right? So put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, I am safe. I am okay. I am enough. And then sitting there for just a second, right? That's my favorite technique. That's my go-to because you can use this anytime, anywhere. And in the past lives, I've been showing up other techniques. Today, I want to show you a couple new ones that you can use anytime. Well, not necessarily anywhere, depends. But these work really well with your central nervous system. Now, remember, these are tools. Some are going to work sometimes, some are not. Test them out. Use this next week to test out how this is going to feel. So one of the ways you can do this is force a yawn, basically fake a yawn, right? So you go, most of the times this actually turns into a real yawn. Yawn is powerful because it's something you would never do if you were in a life-threatening situation. So your body is getting a signal like, wait a minute, if she's yawning, well, it means we're safe. We can relax, chill out, okay? The other technique is interlocking your fingers, putting them on your neck. You can do this laying down or seated. Hands are to the side. Slightly lean back and just kind of relax for a minute. Just take a few deep breaths. So again, this is something you wouldn't do if you're in a life-threatening situation. So when you do that, your body's like, all right, I guess we're safe to relax. You can also combine these two, where you interlock your fingers, put them behind your head, lean back, just give yourself a minute, and then fake a yawn. See how that's automatically going to deeper breaths? And that's what you want. All right, these are some simple techniques you can use. If you're someone who feels you're in fight or flight all the time, try some of these. You also want to try these on a regular basis when you're not feeling, how we judge it, too hormonal or too sensitive. Take a moment when you're waking up to do these things before you're going to sleep. Middle of the day, put a reminder on your phone to do these techniques, because the more you practice them, the better you are off when you are dysregulated to actually get back to regulation. And the goal is not never to get dysregulated, but the goal is to feel like you're in control of yourself. You're not feeling too hormonal, too, emotional, too whatever. You're understanding that you're working with your central nervous system, connecting with your heart, because your whole life you've been taught to think with your head and not feel with your heart. This is one of the things we're doing, is connecting the heart to your head. And the second thing is many women have thyroid issues because they've never learned to speak their truth. They've been told to keep quiet, be nice, don't start anything, maintain peace. And what happens is you want to speak it, you don't, and it stays in there and causes issues. So we're doing all this work because our body can heal itself. Our body already has the ability to heal itself. That's what it does when it's in the rest and repair, rest and digest mode. That when we're calm, that's also what it does when we're sleeping, when we're in REM, in deep sleep. The body restores itself. If you like this kind of work, I'm always available for a consultation if you want to go deeper into coaching, but I'm also offering a 7-day intensive. In 7 days, a few hours a day, we're going to reset your nervous system, make you feel calm again, make you feel like yourself again, so that you don't feel like your life is just passing you by. You're an active member and the main character of your life. If you like info, comment below and I'll share more. Just go to my website. I'll be back tomorrow with more on central nervous system, so make sure to subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Bye for now.